All right, welcome to the Hoosier Cast with Charlie Miller. This is Indiana versus Iowa game. I got my good friend, former teammate, Robbie Eggers on. How you doing, Robbie?
I'm doing great, Charlie. Good to see you again.
Awesome, same here, man. Looked like it's been a very interesting week for us. Last week was very interesting. Lost by 2 to Northwestern. Um, I would say questionable, but I think it was a home cooking no call. Great, great play, attacking the basket, no call. And then we go to Purdue, West Lafayette, and take care of business. So I think it puts us in great position tonight versus Iowa. What are your thoughts, Robbie?
No, I'm excited to see what they do tonight. Coming off that huge victory, which is what we all were excited about and cheering
Right.
for. It was awesome to see, coming out of that game, some of the guys step up outside of Jackson Davis. He had an incredible game, maybe not by points, but if you look at his stat line, he was just a couple rebounds and assists away from a triple double.
Right.
Fantastic. If you guys paid attention at all, a lot of people were like, "Hey, where's Davis?" He was in the thick of it. He was just distributing the ball.
Exactly.
But I'm excited to see here, what happens here. So we're getting ready to tip off.
Yeah, tip off is here. So luckily there's no delay. Last time we've been on, Robbie, it's almost like 10 minutes in the game. So I want to get right into it. Indiana Creek Walker, Kenneth, how you doing? Let's go Hoosiers. Kicking off right at it. Double team came down. Knocked down Jalen. Is he still hot? Oh, Miller Kopp with the rebound. Love it. Trey Galloway. We came out the gate ready to go. Hold your ground.
Well, the good news is we got an offensive, so at least we're getting on the boards early. Got at least 2 for 1. So that's good and positive sign for them getting on the offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Robbie, I want to sync up with you. I'm not sure. Is it still 0-0 for you?
No, we just had a 3 by Murray.
Okay, yeah, I was just hit a 3. Okay. Very interesting too. I got something I want. Too late. Missed it.
Just so I know where you're at, Charlie. Where are you at right now?
18:59.
Okay.
Interesting. Teams come out hot against us, Robbie.
Yeah.
Golly. Let's see what happens here. I pick and roll, skip out. They come out hot, Robbie. Teams come out extremely hot.
Yeah, this is very similar to the start of the Purdue game in a lot of ways. I mean, we fell behind and then we settled down and we just started to play our game. So we'll see here.
Screen down, Jalen, screen off, roll.
But you're not kidding, man, when I speak about coming out hot.
They come out hot. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Rim run. Go up 8-0.
Yep.
I mean, again, we're hunted. And you can tell here it is. They're not going to allow us to settle. Now, I'm okay also, I know we really didn't have a pregame show to discuss, what we did as a unit at Purdue, with in particular Jalen Husafino, how he had a tremendous game. And you're not going to be able to win off jump shots alone. We got to get established. And I think we've taken already 3 or 4 jump shots to 1 rim finish by Tracy Jackson that we missed.
Yeah.
And right now the score is 8-0. 2 threes and a point-blank layup by Iowa. Yeah, 2 threes straight up, same player. Murray hits 2 threes. You got a player rim running right down the middle of the court. Let's see what happens. After timeout play, what do we do?
Well, hopefully we get a chance to establish Davis in the post or at least get some post presence.
Yeah, here we go. All right, that's good to see. Got race going. They're right at it downhill. All right. Good defense. Way to hold your ground. Watch it, Trace or Jalen. That's a good drive. I'm telling you, Robbie, I'm not doing. I don't know what it is, Robbie. Everyone comes out hot.
Well, they are hitting some tough shots. We'll give them that. I mean,
It's
well, good
8 point
shots.
right. That's 8. Murray has 8 right now.
Yeah. Yep. 2 threes and
Goodness.
2.
Yes. We're not gonna live off that. That's not gonna work. Oh, good block. Wow.
It's almost like, we just need to settle in a little because, like, even at the Purdue game, we got a couple of guys. We got the good ball rotation. We started to hit some shots, and it seems
Yeah.
like we're trying to figure it out here. Falling into
shot.
a hole.
Yeah.
Falling into a hole.
And now and as you know, Robbie, this throws off the game plan. The game plan you had, control the game, offensively, defensively, this totally throws it off. You're already down by 12. I mean, down by 10. Sorry about that.
I think we'll get settled in here. I think we
It
just
should be a
get
foul
it.
and one. I was gonna say, yeah,
Like you said, these teams come out hot, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
we just got to settle in.
And I mean, and I've mentioned this, and I've been very consistent with this, and not in a assuring way with cockiness, but when you come out, especially on the road, you establish your game plan, you knock down some shots, that gives you confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
Those same shots are very tough to make in the second half with all the adjustments that both teams will make.
Yeah.
So so let's see what happens. Let's see if we can put together a string of stops. Robbie, my goodness.
So did you
Wow.
just see Davis take it in, or where are you at now? I'm trying to sync up.
Okay. So Davis has it. Double team. Well, that 3-point shot, I was more so reacting to by the Iowa player.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean,
I
I think they've only missed one shot so far.
Yeah. Yeah. They're 5 for 5, Robbie. They haven't missed any shots.
They haven't missed any. Okay, that's crazy. So it's going to even out here. It'll
Yeah, it will. Exactly.
We just got to stay poised, not fall outside of, like you said, the game plan.
That's it. Stay with the game plan. They're locked in, folks on the road. They're looking to get established. I get it. We just got to stay focused. I mean, you can even look at Coach Wilson's face. I mean,
yeah,
it's in disgust, but it's one of those. We've been there before. We're okay. We're built for it. Yeah, Kenneth, he says, "Wow, I am already way behind." Well, if you're talking about you and your TV or the game, we're behind 16-5. Iowa's up by 9 points.
Yep. I have Iowa shooting a second free throw right now.
Yeah.
Just missed it, and Davis got the rebound.
Okay.
So.
Let's see here.
You're going to race a fair amount in the post. I don't know if
I think that's the game plan. I think the game plan is let's key on Murray.
Yeah, as we say, get me
on Murray to see if we can get him in foul trouble.
Right.
I think that's the game plan. As it looks like they went into a zone. I'm gonna watch that again. Good fight for the ball. Jump ball. All right, here's that first TV timeout. So let me go to a break. We'll be right back, Robbie.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you frustrated or burned out because you never get the playing time you want? Do you work harder and harder and invest more and more money, but your coach doesn't reward your hard work and investment with more playing time? It's time you get the playing time you deserve. Unlock your potential and accelerate your basketball development with the TAC Basketball Academy Training Vault. You get exclusive online access to over 130 videos and 10 basketball playlist categories and 3 online 8-week courses designed for you to work at your own pace no matter what your level. The tight ball handlers course to take your dribbling game to the next level. The high percentage finisher course to teach you when to use the most important finishes, making you a beast at the rim. The consistent sharpshooter course to ensure you confidently knock down shots in every game. And new content is added to the Training Vault every 2 weeks. I developed the Training Vault for my global holistic training standard and straightforward develop, grow, excel system to empower you to develop the elite skills and mindset to never be frustrated or burned out again. Simply scan the QR code or type the URL at the bottom of your screen to learn more. It's time you enjoy more playing time.
Yeah, Robbie, right now, this is not a good start. It's just, I can't call it we're flat. Iowa came out focused. And right now, I think they're 5 for 5 from the field.
Yeah.
They've taken 3 threes and made them. They had 1 rim run layup. They've had 1 attack right at the rim. I mean, we have to make an adjustment. And as you said, they're going at Murray. And it looks like there's a game plan from Coach Woodson to get him in foul trouble. What's your thoughts on that, Robbie?
It has to be because, I don't know that I've watched a game this year where we've gone to race like 5 straight plays in the post. So clearly they're trying to attack Murray and see if there's any chance they get him in foul trouble. That's a big issue for Iowa.
Correct. Yeah, he's their top scorer, main scorer. So looks like they're trying to target him. You know what? I mean, just out of just your thoughts. What I might look to do is I might look to run some big on big screens, right? See if they can get some switches, get him on to Trace to see, or to see what can happen.
Right.
Now, shout out from your daughter over there. Love it. You see it?
She's down at IU, so I have 2 down
Love
at
it.
IU right now.
Love it. Awesome. Evelyn, right?
Yeah. So Evelyn's
awesome.
Second daughter. I also have an older daughter, Emma, down there as well. So
nice.
So it's interesting, Kenyon Murray, obviously the father of the Murray twins.
Yep.
He was at Iowa when I was there. I think he was there when you were there as well.
Exactly. Yes.
And in '94, I had a chance to be a part of the Big Ten travel team where we went down to South America, played in Argentina, Cordoba, Tucumán, and Dr. Davis, who was the Iowa coach at the time, was the coach of that team, and Kenyon was on that team, so I got to know him a little bit.
Awesome.
It's been a long time, but since we've connected. And also got to know Jess Settles. I don't know.
Jess.
Good guys. I think he's even doing some work with the Big Ten Network now.
Wow. Yeah, Jess. Played against Jess. Remember that? And what was the name of their shooter? Was he the shooter? He was a shooter, right?
Kenyon?
No. Jess Settles.
He was like a power forward.
Who was their Kingsbury?
Chris Kingsbury came out of Cincinnati.
Chris Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, who would come across the first player, Robbie, I've ever witnessed come across half court and pull.
And shoot it. There was never we'll call it a range. It was just this was pre Steph Curry, but it was
I was going to say the same thing. You got my words, man. They just missed a shot. As you see, Robbie Hummel was talking to Jalen, and it looks like they're breaking down, coming off the pick and roll. Looks like they're getting ready for that same setup.
Yeah.
Right now, score is 16-7. We just need some momentum. Oh, it's trouble. Here we go.
If we get some good ball movement, get the ball kicked around, I think things are going to start to open up. And
here we go.
If we can get Kopp and even Galloway to do a little bit of what they did the other night, man, we'll be fine.
Yeah, Trey Galloway just knocked down a 3.
Yep.
16-10. Yeah.
Good ball rotation. Got it into Trace. Rotated it. I mean, it's big. Good defense.
And it looked like Trace wasn't trying to force the issue on scoring. So that was interesting for me. Good dig in. Good hands. Push it up. Too many dribbles. One bounce at best. Get the ball up.
Yeah.
Trace put his head right down. No, I mean, he put his head right down. One dribble is like 8 feet of space in basketball. That definitely will hurt you. Oh, missed opportunity. Let's see what happens.
Man,
Decision.
Murray is just on fire tonight.
Yeah, look, they're lost. They're lost. They're lost. They're lost. I mean, how many threes does somebody need to hit until your rules may have to change as far as how you play on them? We had 2 guys guarding nobody. I haven't seen us run this set.
Well, right now, from what I just saw, some great ball movement. They swung the ball around, kicked it inside.
Yeah, that's new. I haven't seen them run horns. Horns is, so the listeners, horns is a play now that's pretty common in college where you got 2 screens set at the elbow area. There'll be guard has a choice to. Oh my God, guard has a choice to come off a ball screen either direction. So interesting. I've never seen them run that set. Let's see what they come down the court and do now. But we just missed an opportunity on a rebound.
Right.
Yeah.
But bringing Trace up suggested in terms of, obviously, Murray's not guarding Trace, but they did bring Trace up and ran a ball screen with Kopp to see.
Right.
So
looks like what I like is everyone has scored except Jalen. I mean, and I say that in a good way because, I mean, everybody's involved. Good defense.
Yeah, nice D.
Give it up. Tough shot. Tough shot. I mean, a no decision floater. I mean, just instead of stopping and just stabbing your feet, going straight up and down.
Yeah, I think I asked you about that a couple games ago. Like, what
we talked about that. Yeah. No, I mean, shoot that. But like the success that Jalen had for me was against Purdue was he was stopping because Zach Edey was dropping his coverage, and he was just going straight up for like a 8-10 foot jumper. To me, if you're going to keep the ball and get below the free throw line in that situation, do the same thing. At least use the backboard too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, it's a 3-on-2 or a disadvantage Iowa, and we just throw up seemingly just throw up a shot. Ginger says this is a must-win for sure. I agree with you. I think all these games here out, because we have one more left. All right. So it looks, that's tough. Oh, that's risky. Looks like they sat Trey Galloway and Race. Is that right, Robbie? Trey and Race are getting Race. Okay.
Well, Trace is in.
You said Race. I'm sorry, Race and Trey Galloway.
Yes, Galloway's out. Yeah, they brought in Bates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can see Trey getting talked to about that shot that just took place. We had numbers. We had numbers on that one.
I mean, I thought Malik gave solid minutes in the Purdue game. If you think back to some of the gameplay, I mean, definitely from a role perspective, but added a key jump shot or like hook shot.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what he offers here.
Shoot.
Definitely looks like the defensive intensity is definitely picking up for the Hoosiers, which is fantastic.
That's good. Good. Keep his chest to the sideline. Stay low. Oh, tough call. They call foul. Tough call. They call foul or what?
I don't think they did. I think they just let it go. They called it out of bounds on Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we see Iowa's game plan. They came out very hot, very aggressive. We have to match the intensity. It's going to start with what Coach Mike Woods is always talking about in his pressures, defense, right? I think it's early in the game. Defense will shore up. You got one guy right now who's on a hot streak in Murray. that we gotta have a better solution to understand where he's at all times, and then get more flow on offense because I haven't really seen Trace get going yet as much
Right.
either. We've taken a lot of jump shots, Robbie. We've taken tons of jump shots. We're making some. We've taken a lot of jump shots.
Yeah, it looks like right now, I'm just looking at the stat sheet. I mean, obviously Murray's the thing that jumps off the page. He's 4 for 5, 3 for 3 from the three.
Correct.
I mean, he does have one personal foul. So if the game plan is to take it to him, and he's back in the game now, maybe the best option is to go right back at him, try and pick up the second foul.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm pulling up my stats as well, so I can have them. That's why I think a good game plan right now for success is to possibly get him in a big on big screen. See if they can get them fighting through it, or big on big, and let Trace or Malik go to work on the block and see what happens. So, Robbie, let's take a quick break and be right back as this TV timeout just took place as well.
Develop, grow, excel. These are the pillars of elite players my company, Attack Basketball Academy, was founded on. I am a former Indiana University Hoosier player who developed the global holistic training standard and movement used to nurture lifelong growth on and off the basketball court. Since 2011, I've helped tens of thousands of players reach their next level of success. Now you finally have the opportunity to join the holistic training movement to show your commitment to develop, grow, excel by sporting Attack Basketball Academy merch. As an ambassador of the global movement, you represent the Attack Basketball Academy core values to adopt an empowering mindset, be resilient, and pursue continuous improvement with humility. And we have more than wearable gear to choose from. We've got water bottles, notebooks, and much more for you to buy for yourself or as gifts. Shop now by scanning the QR code or typing the URL you see at the bottom of your screen. Thank you for joining our global holistic movement to develop, grow, excel.
Awesome. So, some keys, Robbie. I just think my TV is down. Yours might be as well. How do you think Assembly Hall right now, Simon Scott? Is it loud or is it because my TV is down?
Yeah, my TV's down too. Look, I think it will be once we kind of get the first lead. But I hope my hope is for the fans to continue to kind of cheer these guys on because look, we got off to a slow start. We're right in the thick of it right now. They're shooting 80% from the 3-point line.
Yes.
If we guard that a little better, we're going to be fine.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the last game, I know I was harping on, offensive rebounds. You look at it right now, it's 5 to 6 rebounds. We have 2 offensive rebounds. Our defense has been pretty solid. We have a block and a steal early in the game. We'll see what if the defense can continue the way it is, we'll be fine.
Yes. All right. Right now, back in 21-16. Iowa's up by 5. We cut the lead back down. Good swing. Robbie, I think it's a game plan to shoot this game, get guys going, confidence-wise. Everybody's putting up threes, man.
Yeah, and we're unfortunately 1 of 3 or 1 of 4 from 3.
Yes,
so.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
Yes, good. Yeah, you notice they went right to where Murray was at. I like that. I was getting to see, this is what I want to see us do better. We take our time getting into our sets and actions. I want to see us play with more sense of urgency. Another offensive rebound by Iowa.
Yeah, and then they just got a second one, which kind of tie up.
It's a third one. Yeah, man, goodness.
Yeah, Murray grabbed one, and their center is number 0, and I don't even know who that is, but
yeah, we need to go down there and do some box out drills with them, man, or something, man. Because goodness gracious, Kevin, how you doing, sir? Robbie, that's like 4 or 5 extended plays off of the.
That's exactly right. That's killer.
I mean, that hurts you. I mean, that first shot's like a 10%. I mean, your chances of continuing to get greater and greater. You just can't move on from that. They got us playing high at the logo. They're on the floor for the ball. Stay down. In a good way. That's hustle, man. On the floor for it. Their shoulder. There you go right there. You see Kenny Murray?
Yep. Just saw him.
Yeah, you spoke him up.
Shafino just took a drive to the basket, got a good offensive rebound. So,
and that's what, again, when you get paint finishes like that, that's the key. Paint finishes, the domino effect will be offensive rebounds or putbacks. That's a domino effect. We want to get more paint finishes. 4-point game. Good help. That's great. That's okay. That's great help from Trace not giving up. A straight line drive. They knocked down a tough shot. Swing it. They called charge.
His foot was awfully close to the circle.
Yeah. Well. I mean, again, hindsight 2020. This should have been a spin move right here, Robbie.
Yeah.
He ran into him.
Well, this will be an interesting lineup. They just took out Davis and Shafino, so we'll see where's the offensive come. Where's the offensive come here? And there's a lot of things we haven't done right, and it's 26-20, and there's a lot of things has done right. So
correct.
Correct. See how this all plays out.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Man. I've heard you say it repeatedly. You just don't get lost, and there's plenty of.
We get. I mean, yeah. So it's like that's what I'm saying. Like that action. Nothing against it. It's easier said than done. And we know this, Robbie. And we keep saying this. We're on the simulcast, but you gotta have your pistols up, man. You gotta have your head on swivel. And I'm going back to this. I asked you the question. Let's see if we can see this, Robbie. Let's see if they're communicating on the court. I mean, I want to see if their mouths are moving and they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
How's it not 3 seconds? I mean, that was an easy walk-in, rim protector finish. We get so locked in on the action on the ball side that we lose sight on the weak side. It was just a 6-point game. Yeah.
It's now jumped up even more.
Exactly.
It's just
Robbie,
or cut.
Give me go. Come on, man.
And we have guys shooting shots that they don't normally shoot. That's why I was questioning, with taking those two guys out at the same time, where's the offense going to come from?
Yeah, and that didn't last long. As you noticed, they're getting back in the game.
Yeah.
Whatever breather they were trying to get didn't last long.
No.
And it looks like I said before, they're in a zone now, right? They're in a zone.
Right now, what you're seeing from Iowa is just doing a lot of good, fundamental things like boxing out and we're pushing and trying to take charges. And
look, why would you go double team? I'm not picking on Trey Galloway, but why would you? Your guy just gave the ball up. Why would you just stand up and turn to the ball and lose complete sight? Unless, again, through the game plan, your teammate that's on the left wing area is going to be at the nail.
Yeah.
I mean, he was nowhere near that. And we gave up a straight, layup down Main Street. Man, this is I'm not used to being on the simulcast on time with the delay start from ESPN, but very interesting, Robbie, as far as where we are right now with the game. And, Robbie, what's the score?
It's 33-20.
33-20.
At this timeout, I will tell you the thing that jumps off the stat sheet to me is Iowa, 9 assists.
Yeah.
They're moving the ball.
Yeah.
They're passing it. They're backdoor cutting. They're getting a lot to the rim. I mean, they're hitting a lot of threes too. I mean,
yes. Yes.
They're at
Yes.
6 for 9 from three,
Yes.
but 9 assists.
Yeah, 9 assists, and you said something I want to point out. It looks like this has been a fair and balanced game as far as foul count.
Yeah.
There's not been a lot of fouls. And it speaks to how Iowa has been playing and how we've been playing. We've been taking a lot of jump shots. So for us, it's been one shot, sparingly multiple attempts at offensive rebounds. Only when we have attacked and got into the paint. For Iowa, it's been really one shot make or a point blank layup at the rim, or multiple opportunities for extending the play, as we've talked about. So let me know if you can, Robbie. What's the offensive rebounding comparisons right now as well?
Right now it's 3-3, but they're out rebounding us 11-8 total.
11-8. Okay. So yeah, and I think that three. Yeah.
Which is actually kind of shocking because in the one play they had 2 offensive rebounds in the same
Correct.
play. Murray got one, and then their center, his last name starts with an R, Rabaka, but because they don't play a true center, they play basically a 3-guard, 2 forward setup. So. Yeah, Robert mentions in the comments about Iowa hitting some threes. They definitely have been on fire so far in these first, 12 minutes or so. So, they have cooled off to a cool 67% when they were up.
Exactly. Robbie, you said they were at 80%, right?
Yeah, they were. So.
Yeah, and Robert Swartz said Iowa hitting threes just like MSU did. Yeah, and we don't want, because MSU continue to hit threes. I thought they were going to cool off, but they did not cool off. So let's see what can happen with Iowa. And Iowa is in the zone. Iowa's in the zone. How does IU move ball better on offense? Yeah. And against the zone, as we all know, Robbie, it's ball movement and player movement. You can't just pass the ball stagnant. You have to pass, cut, move into the middle of the zone.
Right.
See if you can make plays happen. So it looks like Miller Kaplan's out. Trey Galloway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we got Razor back in. We got Bates in there and Trufino. So.
Yeah, we're getting one shot. 3-point shot. We're getting one shot, man. We weren't even deep into the shot clock. Okay, take the shot, I get you. But we weren't even deep into the shot clock. You're down 13. That's a tough shot.
Yeah. Without working it through Davis, I feel like it.
Yes, especially right now, with less than 7 minutes going to the game, you want to do all you can to get Davis going. Did we switch? Oh, God. Are you serious? Oh.
One thing that you will see if you keep an eye on if you just don't follow the ball, but if the average viewer, if you just watch Murray, he never stops moving.
Never stops.
And he often will find himself in a great position for an offensive rebound, or he'll lose his guy just because he's constantly in motion. He never really stands.
Yeah, and that's what I call, Robbie, keep your eyes on your defender. The ball has eyes, it's going to find you, right? You're always one pass away. Your chest to the basketball as you're constantly moving, as you're talking about, and he's constantly ready. His sense of awareness and readiness is very high, and we can see that in this game. All right, let's see what happens. 34-20, 14-point lead. Iowa's up.
Well, they got it into Trace.
Yeah.
Which is what I like to see. Let's run the offense through him and see what we can,
tough shot.
Through that.
Yeah, the simplest action out there when you get a double team I mean, again, there should be a rule established where if your man is doubling, you need to be the first cutter. We're gonna cut again, Robbie. Another backdoor cut action.
Well, now we got we got Murray on Davis, so we just got to keep pounding it in, because if we can get him on that second foul, man, we are just getting destroyed on back cuts.
I don't know why we won't just do that consistently. Start him at the high post. Robbie, that's the third. Robbie, that's the third in a row backdoor cut. They're old school. Let's give and go, man.
It's the second for Schifino.
Yes, in a row. We're standing upright.
Yep.
Almost clueless.
Our guys giving up the ball, and to your point, we're standing up. And
yes.
Now we're just getting
beat up. Pass, we just look at the ball instead of dropping in position, whether it's helping.
Just getting beat off the dribble now.
God, that's 6 in a row, Robbie. That's 6 straight points in a row, man.
I mean, at this pace, we're going to end up giving up 100 points.
Yes. Jalen, go to your left, Jalen. Oh. Jalen needs to go to the left when Trace has the ball like that. He needs to go to him on the top of the key. Robbie, it's going to be a long night, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking great.
It's going to be a long night. I mean, this is defensive effort too. A lot of these plays are momentum built based upon our lack of awareness on backdoor cuts. And Robbie, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they have between 8 to 10 points right now on the give and go. Or just a heads up, as you just talked about, not staying still, give and go play. And I think they've given up at least 10 points on that.
They're up to 12 assists and a half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And their half isn't even over.
Yes.
It's struggles.
What's Iowa's turnovers? What, 1 or 2 or? One?
Yeah. So Iowa has 2 turnovers. The Hoosiers have 3.
Yeah, I mean,
we have 4 assists. We have 4 assists to their 12.
Assists, yeah. Well, again, going back to we're shooting a lot of jumpers.
Yeah, we're 1 of 5 from the 3.
Yeah, we're shooting a lot of jumpers. And they're what? They're right now shooting what? Probably 60. They probably dropped down to 55%, 56%.
They're at 7 of 11, 64%.
64%. Yeah. 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 Very, very interesting start to this game. And I'm still not seeing a consistent inside-out flow with us. I want to see us look, as I took Robert Field says we look gassed. I don't know. I don't know if we're gassed. I just think we don't look ready. As far as after the pass, we are relaxing. After the pass, I think is where you need to be the most alert because of backdoor actions or away screens that can take you away for that whole point of getting that area where you just left open for a shot or for a play on that cutting and screener on the opposite side. So I don't know, and I hear you, Robert. I don't know if we're gassed, but we're just right now. Our awareness is we are reactionary. Pass happens, we stand up. I'm, again, not criticizing, but critiquing the game. The one play on Trey Galloway, pass went to the right corner, right wing. Trey Galloway, top of the key, took his eyes off his player. He cut right down the middle, and we had no weak side help. No one's at the nail. No one's under the basket as a rim protector, and you get a walk to the basket layup. Okay, I mean, so when you get paint finishes, I'll give you something, Robbie, that I also teach. Here is what Iowa's doing. They're doing a good job of driving. And here are the 4 advantages when you drive. You get paint finishes, a lot of high percentage finishes. We can see Iowa's doing that. It also leads to offensive rebounds. We can see Iowa's doing that. Leads to fouls, which I think they're letting us play a little bit, but you've noticed that on their second chance points and opportunities, we fouled because we've been reactionary to the offensive rebounds. And then last, the drive and kick game, the receiver, kickouts, and we've been lost. So they're doing what I would want us to see us do consistently, but they're doing it, right? I think we'll come back, but right now, man, this is a tough game, and you have to really fight to come back right now.
Yeah, look, guard play, especially point guard play in a college game, is vital to the success of the team. And if you look at the comparison between Shafino and Perkins, it's off the charts. Perkins has got 6 assists, 13 points.
Yeah,
Shafino's got
yeah.
no assists, 0 points. It's a big swing in your two most pivotal players on the floor for both teams.
They just showed a stat, Robbie. Iowa averages 90 points at home. And on the road, they average 16.5. I'm sorry, 65. So, good shot by Jalen.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him going. I mean,
Yeah.
even if that means not necessarily taking a jump shot, but just penetrating and open things up.
You got Caleb Banks in. Here we go. We had a switch, which I don't know if we wanted to do. Good defense. Oh, he called foul. Tough call. But we switched. I don't know if that was necessary to switch. Yep. Yep.
We said early on there wasn't a lot of fouls. It's 6-3 right now. I mean, at some point, I find that. I mean, they're getting ready to go into the 1-1 here.
Yeah. We switched again. Got a mismatch. Good. We got to score on this one.
Yeah.
Oh. That's tough.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't see that. Oh, right there. Yeah. That's tough. In this situation, KYP, know your personnel. That's tough. That's a tough situation to put Caleb Banks in. Not saying he can't go to the rim and go get it, but you got to know better than that.
And look, Banks he just picked it up on the other end, had a good defensive play, forced a turnover by McCaffrey.
Good. Way to make up for it.
Our best option here is to try and get this 7 before half.
Yeah, and you can. We got to get again.
You don't need to win it. You don't need to win it in these 2:45. We just need to away.
Correct. Right now, we need a score. We need a stop. I think that's the first momentum building. You're back on offense. You made a great play defensively. It's a great effort play we made in making them travel. Now we got to get a score. They're going to sit in the zone, Robbie. Here we go. You got to score. Let's get a stop.
Yeah, if they're going to sit in the zone, you got to attack it. You just got to you got to try and get at least a couple guys to try and attack the open spots. And
looks like we're switching everything now too, Robbie. Oh. That's a foul. Yeah, I don't know if this is a good thing. We're switching everything. I don't know. Robert Schwartz says, why didn't Banks just go up? I'm going to be honest with you. I think he didn't go up because of nerves. That's the honest assessment. That could have been an easy layup. If you miss it, you miss it. He came down with it. I don't think he wanted to miss the shot. Even though that lob was not necessarily the best, but yeah, 2 minutes, 11 seconds, 44-30. I might be off, or give or take a couple seconds from everybody. Right now, I have 45-30. Robbie, what you have?
That's what I have with about a minute 54 left.
Yes, sir. Okay. Tough shot, Millicott.
We got an offensive rebound. We'll take that. And then get another opportunity. And Shafino's starting to heat up a little bit. If we could, I said, we just need to take some momentum into half. Play a better second half.
Way to front over top. Good, Caleb. Recovery. Stay down. Close out. You got to get out there. Good defensive segment. Sit down. Oh, man. They're putting on a clinic. Inside play, outside play.
I was just about to make a comment about the foul situation, but we just got, if you're caught up with
And
me,
one.
man
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 3 guys on him, if not.
Yeah.
Cavalier was on the other side, so you almost have 4 guys just sitting there waiting on him.
Exactly. Robbie. I don't know. It is. I'm gonna take it.
What are they even looking at? Taunting?
I don't know.
Because he screams afterwards, but
So it looks like it.
unbelievable. I mean, what would they be reviewing unless it's taunting?
Yeah. He said something.
He screamed, and
He did, and he screamed in the direction of
Iowa
Iowa.
just briefly turned his head.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, to me, this is like the nonsense of the replay. The battle. I mean, he makes a, like if he throws a derogatory or some kind of a curse or something.
Right.
All right, let's figure that out.
Right. Yeah. That wasn't much. Robert says game couldn't be any better for Iowa. I don't see them being able to sustain
Let's
in
hope
the
so.
second half. I don't either. And let's see what happens, but I don't. I think we're positioned better in the second half. I think we play also sometimes better when we're down. Good hands. Good defense. Goes out. Box out. Good. Push. We got to convert.
Yep.
Got to convert.
Look.
Got to convert. Yeah, got to convert on that.
We just need to get a stop here and just scrap this for the half that it was.
Exactly.
This is where you got to buckle down and lock them down. Do not allow them to get a 3. Do not bail them out. Do not foul them.
Yep. He's getting downhill.
All right.
Tough shot. We live. What? Okay.
No, he didn't call it.
Okay, yeah.
He raised his hand. It looked like
he put his hand up. Yeah, so
that. I saw that too. And I was like, wait a second. You're not going to give him a 3 on that.
Halftime, Robbie, 45-37. The hopes are, again, Iowa, I don't think it's about them cooling down. I think we have to adjust what we're doing. Mainly on the defensive side, I think we need to pay better attention to help side moves after they cut. And then offensively, I think we got to get back to establishing dominance with Trace, even if they play zone. I think we just noticed a and one opportunity. Trace at the nail, right, the free throw line. We gave it to him. He goes down Main Street right in the middle of the lane and lays the ball up for and one.
Yeah, I mean, we already harped on it a little bit, but the 13 assists is a big, advantage for Iowa. A lot of backdoor cuts that we just simply, stood up or, didn't keep our head on a swivel. Turnovers are equal. So it's, really is about, they out-rebounded us by 4. Offensive rebounds, they had 5, we had 4. So, look, it wasn't it wasn't our first half, but I want to say we should have the ball first because I think there was a jump ball and Iowa had it. So we should have it at first. So, hey, look, we come out strong, go straight to the post, knock this down to 9-point game, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I think also someone alluded to they look gassed. I think we just need to come out with more energy. I think we look I think we look confident and comfortable. I want to see us play with more sense of urgency on the offensive side, not to rush it, but to really run through their sets and actions. Again, getting that ball established with Trace. As you notice, they went away from. Has Race been back in the game?
I don't think he has since he took that kind of errant elbow jump shot.
I haven't seen him. It's been Malik. It's been Malik and Tamar, and then they put in Caleb Banks. I haven't seen Race ever since that play.
No, because I want to say they finished the half kind of with a smaller lineup with Davis at the center.
Correct. Right.
And,
All right,
and
Robbie.
that maybe matches up better with what I was running, because they're running essentially, a 3-guard, 2-forward set. So
yeah.
So.
And again, if they sit back in the zone, we're going to have to get smarter and again play more inside out. And you're not going to beat the zone, as I know you know, Rob. You're not going to beat them with dribble penetration all the time. You got to, as old Coach Knight would say, in a zone, hard penetrate left, look to pass right. Ball movement, ball reversals, inside out play, stretches a zone, almost makes a zone where a zone is an area responsibility. It makes it almost man-to-man coverage. Now that's how you take advantage of it. So let's see what happens in the second half. Rob, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get something to drink myself. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Are you frustrated or burned out because you never get the playing time you want? Do you work harder and harder and invest more and more money, but your coach doesn't reward your hard work and investment with more playing time? It's time you get the playing time you deserve. Unlock your potential and accelerate your basketball development with the TAC Basketball Academy Training Vault. You get exclusive online access to over 130 videos and 10 basketball playlist categories and 3 online 8-week courses designed for you to work at your own pace no matter what your level. The tight ball handlers course to take your dribbling game to the next level. The high percentage finisher course to teach you when to use the most important finishes, making you a beast at the rim. The consistent sharpshooter course to ensure you confidently knock down shots in every game. And new content is added to the Training Vault every 2 weeks. I developed the Training Vault for my global holistic training standard and straightforward develop, grow, excel system to empower you to develop the elite skills and mindset to never be frustrated or burned out again. Simply scan the QR code or type the URL at the bottom of your screen to learn more. It's time you enjoy more playing time.
All right. So as right now we're kind of on break. I'm gonna look at those comments. Mark Harvey says, "Hello, Charlie. How you doing, Mark?" We got this. I wholeheartedly feel the same way. Coach Woodson does a great job of making adjustments. Again, it's just one of those situations where you got to realize, especially after beating Purdue, Iowa has a chip on their shoulder. You just beat a top 5 team, and you owned them at their house. So you got to expect Iowa's going to come in with a big chip, and they showed it. I mean, I think they came in, they were hot. They made their first 5 shots. Chris Murray made, I think he had 8 points in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the game. I mean, he came out smoking. But, again, just like anything else, the game kind of plays stuff out. It's a game of runs and momentum. I feel very confident we'll make our adjustments at the half, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, and you think about this. I mean, I was fighting for their life to get in the tournament, right?
Correct.
They don't have maybe some of the bigger games and bigger wins that maybe Indiana has.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just came off an incredible 10-point down win over, I think, Michigan State. Was that right?
Correct.
They just, so they're coming off of that high win. Obviously, we're coming off a high win.
Right.
We're seeing the difference between those two, starts of the game. It's interesting. Robert makes a comment here. Hey, what about throwing Galloway on Murray? I'm not opposed to that, but Murray's got a decent back to the basket game. And so,
his reach and he's left-handed. I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, it might be challenging for Galloway.
Yeah.
So
Straight talk with Jack Graham says, "Hey Charlie, going to take us home again." So, Robbie, good story. What game was that? I forget what game. I called it. We played terrible. And I was like, "It's gonna be okay." Oh, Rutgers. It was Rutgers. Hey, we're gonna be okay, and we end up, squeaking one out. Um, I'm confident on this one too. Straight talk with Jack Graham. I think we're gonna make our adjustments. It's gonna be tough, right? We're gonna make our adjustments, and I feel really good because this is also a sign of maturity that we're gonna win ugly games. It won't always be as we want them to be. You might have to run to the bathroom a couple of times or take some Pepto Bismol, but it's gonna be some ugly wins. But that's how you want to play around this time of the year because it puts you in position you for Big Ten play and then tournament play. And right now, I want to kind of talk about something. They were talking about Antoine Davis. He's 63 points away from the all-time leading scorer in NCAA history because Pete Maravich is number one. You know what? Antoine Davis is Coach Davis's son, Robbie.
Is that right?
Yes. That's little Antoine, Robbie, who used to be around.
That's crazy.
That's little Antoine. That's him. He's the second leading scorer right now in the NCAA history. Robbie, I kid you not, to give you a great story, because I was leaning on Coach Davis when I was starting off in my player development journey. And I remember when he was in the 8th grade, he was sending me videos and just the leaps and bounds that Antoine was making and the way he was training, even to a place of space where they homeschooled him. So, Robbie, he was practicing with Coach Davis's Texas Southern University team as a high schooler. And when you watch film, you're watching him play, you would think he was a freshman, sophomore out there playing. So he's been groomed for this, man. I mean, so what people just got a flash of, and again, you might hear his name, might not. I've seen since he's been 12 to 13 to where he's at now, and it's tremendous.
I didn't realize that. That's impressive.
Yes. His freshman year, he was the all-time three-point leader. He knocked out Trae Young and Steph Curry. I think he is, and I'll look it up, he is the all-time three-point leader now in all of college basketball. AJ, I forget, AJ was coaching under, I forget who he was coaching under a couple years ago. And he said, "Chuck, I've never seen a greener light." He said, "I've never seen a greener light than the one that Antoine has." AJ,
Coach Davis was always emphasized his collegiate career. He was a defensive stopper.
Defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
SEC. Yeah. It's amazing. And actually, last story on Antoine, he made a decision to come back to Detroit this year. He was in the transfer portal. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's in. Hey, come on, let's go. But I don't know. But he was in the portal for a little bit because it was am I gonna go pro? Am I gonna stay for my senior year? He ended up staying. I mean, the rest is history. But yeah, unbelievable. But back to our game, 11-point game is 11 points, right?
It is.
Yeah, 11-point game. I think we'll make our halftime adjustments. It's just going to be a hard fight game. Let's see the comments over, Robbie. We got Kenneth says, I would have loved to see him in candy stripes this season. I was so hopeful when he was in the portal this summer. Yeah, hey, Robbie, he was in the portal, man. And first, and here's also a funny thing, right? Because we have several people, Robbie, that's doing some amazing things in the college basketball sphere. You got Dusty May, that's at Florida Atlantic University, doing extremely well. He's top 25. You have Mike Schrage, These are all classmates of ours, right? They're doing Mike's assistant coach at Duke. I'm a little hesitant to call and kind of like ask questions sometimes, like especially like those like okay. My question for Dusty, I can say it here. Hey man, you're hot. What's next? are you? Yeah. I don't want to go there, but you're really hot right now, and you're one of the up and coming younger coaches. Questions like that, I can say here, joking with you, having fun with you. When Antoine was in the portal, I was like, I wanted to call Coach Davis. Okay, what's up with this? But I left it alone because I was like, IU, do you see this? That's 25 plus points a game. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it's
guaranteed. Not even ball hogging. Because one key asset about him, too, is because people key on him so much, he dishes the ball. He dishes it. And everyone benefits from him. So very, very interesting. Good story I'm going to tell you. Long time ago when Mike Schrage was at Duke, and I was living in Raleigh, North Carolina. And classic coach night, family tree of coaches, Robbie. I'm living in Raleigh. I called Mike Schrage. Hey, Mike, I want to come over, take a visit. Schrage's like, okay, cool, Charlie, let's do it. I get there. He says, Charlie, whatever you do, don't mention the NIT game. Don't mention the NIT game. The NIT game, you all was 1997.
Right.
This was 2006. The first thing I was told, don't mention the NIT game versus Duke to Coach K.
Yeah, this was the preseason NIT for those
the
that you
preseason where Andre Patterson went for 45, 40, and went crazy.
Yeah.
But this is, I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Still a sore spot.
What? Exactly. I'm like, okay, who would mention that anyway? But yeah, that's so funny. That's the first thing he tells me. Don't mention it. But I'm like, that's so cool.
Just to give some people some perspective about that preseason. So the game prior to that, at Madison Square, we played Evansville. We're down, and so this can kind of speak to what's happening tonight.
Yep.
The final seconds of that game, right in front of the bench, which I was normally sitting on, Andre hits a baseline jumper. We go crazy. We're 19-year-old kids.
Yes.
We get in the locker room and we get destroyed for celebrating over a team that we should have beaten by 20.
Yes.
Just destroyed us.
And if you recall, that was the day before Thanksgiving. It was the day before Thanksgiving. And again, another Coach Knight family tree of player coach. Yeah. I feel so bad for Jimmy right now because it was Coach Jimmy Cruz.
That's right.
I feel so bad for Jimmy right now. We don't deserve to win. Those guys played their butts off. He didn't say but. They deserve to win. You just jog back a memory because I remember that Thanksgiving being terrible. We were in a hotel on Thanksgiving in New York City, right down like Manhattan. I mean, but yet Andre came out against Duke, and I mean, wow. I mean, he wore Duke another one. But yeah, man. But yeah. So it was almost 20 plus years later. I'm hearing from Mike Schrage. Don't mention the preseason NIT game. So funny, man.
That's something.
Yeah.
And where is he still coaching? Where is Davis?
Coach Mike Davis?
Yeah.
He's at University of Detroit Mercy.
So he's there.
He's at Detroit Mercy. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was at Texas Southern, and then took the job at Detroit Mercy. And Antoine actually signed with Houston. He signed with Houston Cougars, and when his dad got the job at Detroit Mercy, he decommitted and committed to Detroit Mercy.
Okay.
Yeah. The Final Four on the women's side, Robbie, is here, and I got a good feeling I might be going to a game or two. The girls are doing an extremely great job.
Yeah, they are doing well. They lost a tough one at Iowa, by the way.
Iowa, yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, Caitlin hits a big three. The young lady who can shoot lights out. It's a big three. Yeah, see, they're getting paint finishes and threes, man. I mean,
hey, Charlie, I'm going to step away for 1 second. I'll be
you
right
do
back.
it, brother. You got it. You got it. You got it. All right. Let's see here. Game just started back. Looks like we got a great game plan going again. We're back inside. We just had 2 attempts at rim finishes, but I love to see that. Looks like we made a point of emphasis to get the basketball down. Robbie, we just had 2. We had two great looks at the rim. It looks like we established get the basketball to Trace, and they did that the first possession. He missed 2 attempts. He had a chance at a layup. He missed his putback, but it looks like that game plan is going to be adjusted to get him back going. 2 great. Wow. Oh, good play. Good effort. Trey Galloway broke up a lob, a possession before, and we just had Trey dig. Great play. Great effort.
Nice. Defense is picking up, man.
Yeah, you're saying they're picking it up. They're picking it up. There we go. There we go.
We're actually pressing.
Yeah.
I've not seen this before from us ever.
No. Anytime we've done it. Oh, over there. Oh, okay.
Dang.
Okay.
This is fantastic.
Yes. They picked it up. Yeah, TJD better on the left side. Yes, he is. But I don't know for what reason we just continue to put him on the right side. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I think he's better. We just gave the ball back up. I missed what happened.
Well, it was an out of bounds play, and we tried to squeeze it into Race, and I think it just went off his hands. Murray was there to play a decent defensive play, and it just.
No need to switch. Stay home. Wow.
Well, no question the intensity is picking up.
Yeah.
Now we just need to make sure that we don't let them deflate us with a 3.
Correct. That's a size up. Got him leaning one direction, lift up. Tough shot. Go back up.
Yeah, Race, nice offensive.
Good. Go back up. There we go. This game's about that pick and roll, Robbie. Game's changed, brother.
Mm.
We're not going to make many of those. Just running around, throwing up a shot. I mean, I don't care who you are. Establish your feet. Jeez.
They just pressed it back out to 15.
Because we got lost again. I mean, looks like we talk more on offense than defense, man. That ain't working. Travel. Gosh.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. totally lost. Look at race. We've gotten lost too many times, Robbie. He's left-handed.
He turned left.
And he spent left. You can't take his hard right. You can't get in front of him on a hard right like that. You turn your body anytime a defender plays tight intense pressure on you. That's the only move you use. Spin to win. He's going back to his left. He's missed several free throws. I think he's missed 2. Right now, score is 57-40. We're down 17. Second half. Who's double teaming? Swing it. See, we're letting them see. God. Iowa, the difference between them, they're in short closeout mode. We're in long closeout mode.
Yeah.
Big difference.
They're attacking the basketball.
They're getting in the paint. Again, I told you there's 4 advantages. When you get in the paint, that's what happens. Again, high percentage shots, put back rebounds, fouls, and kickouts. Go. Who? So I want to see. I want them to have almost like an if-then rule. I don't think Trey had the fault. That was acting, man.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if he's. Yeah, you didn't need to fall on that, dude. You got exposed. Oh, it was just a game, Robbie. Now we're down 19.
Yep. Yeah, there's going to have to be a lot of good defensive plays.
A lot of grit and resilience, man.
You're not winning this in the next 8 minutes. I can tell you that.
Nope. Not at all. Oh my God, the scrambles, man. Please convert.
Just let Murray go back to his left. I mean, where's the scouting report?
He got right underneath him.
Well, on a much lighter note, I got a text about 6 a.m. this morning from our old teammate, Mike Lewis.
Yes.
And he's like, hey, man, I woke up in Cuyahoga Falls, which is where I was born.
Yes. Yes.
So, he's doing a great job. He's the head coach of Ball State. They were up at halftime, 41-36. So it was funny because he's like, I'm in your hometown.
Love it. I love it.
So,
I love it. Yeah, Jamal Meeks is
he's
one of the assistant coaches.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Jamal. We talked 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And yeah, they're doing well. They're doing extremely well. So
I think
Mid-American.
I think I looked it up.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, is it a 20-point game right now, Robbie? Yeah, 21.
21.
Yeah, and I think it's all due to they're taking it right to us, man. They're getting point blank layups. They're actually, it looks like they're following their scout report. You can't, all things being equal, you can't let a lefty go hard left because they're not stopping. We're not stopping. You take us right, we're shooting jumpers. You take us left, we're not stopping. And we have some big adjustments to make. So straight talk with Jack Graham. I'm not gonna call it yet, but I don't know. The groundhog may have not seen a shadow. Oh my God, man! Yeah, Robert said, did we not watch any film on the Iowa versus and Spartan game? I'm more than saying we did. I'm more than saying we watched film. It's just one of those games.
Yeah,
it's one of those games.
We can't.
Observations. I don't know about you, but almost I see like there's almost a little hangover effect too from Trace on kind of like being assertive. Because I mean, first half he didn't even score at all against Purdue.
Right.
They had an overall well game of leading them to victory, with Jalen Husafino scoring over 30 plus points. But I don't really see assertiveness and that aggressiveness that I've come accustomed to. I guess I got to lower my expectations.
Well, he's got 17 points right now. It's the other stat. It's all of the ancillary guys.
Yeah.
Just not getting anything.
Yeah.
I mean, Shafino hit some shots right before the end of the half to get him up to 8. But, Kopp, who usually is good for a couple of threes, is 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Galloway is 1 for 3 from 3 and 5 points. And we got nothing really from the bench. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like no spark, no anything. And the starters just can't play all the minutes.
You can't do that. They need a breather, and you got to get production. You got to bring something different to the table when you're out. And it looks like we have not done that this game.
We're getting out rebounded right now, 21-14.
Yeah.
They have 15 assists to our 6. It's just you're not going to win if you get out rebounded, especially at home.
Not happening. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You got Caleb in. They're gonna really key off Caleb and really help double down on Trace.
Which is interesting, like look, I know there's some comments about like exhausted as they're like a post Purdue hangover, all this stuff. Look, if you watched the post game in the locker room conversation with Woodson, he was like, look, I'm not saying don't celebrate tonight, but this means nothing if we go home and lose.
Correct.
And he was all over that. He was like, look, guys, we got to go home and take care of our business. He said it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And so, look, Iowa's coming to win.
Yeah, I see Robert Fields says, I don't understand how we can sweep Purdue and get swept by Iowa. Well, and it's a TBD, right? To be determined, but it's a game of matchups. And like, I think we matched up very well against Purdue this year. And for me, all the right reasons, right? The tangibles and intangibles. We did we matched up well with them. And I think we owned them. I think this year we can say we owned them. It looks like Iowa has their way with us right now. I mean, they have a point guard that's also in rhythm. I mean, it's not just what Chris Murray is doing. Their point guard is doing a tremendous job at penetrating, getting in the paint, causing havoc, making switches happen, finding open people, and they're scoring high percentage shots.
Yeah, their guard right now 7 of 10 from the field, right? And he's got 8 assists. He's going to have a double-double.
Right.
Then you have this forward, number 0. He's 4 of 4 from free throws and 4 of 5 from the field with 12 points. So he's contributing. Yeah. And there's a kid that's come off the bench that's given them 6 points. I mean, the most that we have off our bench is 2. Malik's got 2 points.
2 points. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask a question. I don't know the answer to this.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with Geronimo?
I don't know. I don't know the answer either. But I know he was injured.
Okay.
It was about almost like 8 to 9 games ago. And then I think we were on the simulcast because he barely played against Purdue.
Yeah, he got a couple minutes.
He dressed. And I think he was slowly, surely getting back. So I wonder if it's injury
related
produced that he's not playing, because that's somebody. You know what? You say that. I don't even know if he's dressed. I want to see if he's dressed, because I haven't heard anything about any disciplinary actions. So, and I think that's your rim protector because he does a great job of contested shots, and that's
Super.
also your second chance keep the ball alive on offensive rebound opportunities. I didn't even think about that. That's a great question, Robbie. Looks like they can have us as a third seed right now in the Big Ten tournament with the bye.
Yeah, behind Northwestern and
I don't see him on the bench, Robbie.
huh.
Is he in a boot? Is he in a boot?
Yeah, I can't. That's
Is that a black, like right next to CJ Gunn? Is that Xavier? I'm saying, is that Geronimo on a boot or Xavier?
it's hard to see from my TV, but
Yeah.
because there's two kids in boots there. You got Leal looks like in a boot too. Must have had a hard practice. Something happened.
Yeah.
I know somebody asked earlier on this in terms of is
Okay. Yeah.
X coming back. I don't know what his prognosis is either.
Me neither. Yeah, I'm looking hard over there, man. I think Drum was on a boot. His right foot.
So I don't know if you're caught up to where I'm at right now, but Murray just took it to the left again.
Yes.
And Galloway is underneath the basket, but he literally shoots a layup over his back. His eyes aren't even on the ball.
I saw him turn his body. Yep. Oh.
This is a long night, my man.
Yeah. Yeah, 21 points. I was up 6-3 to 42. Penetration, downhill. Oh. And they're having a field day. We're down 23.
23.
65-42. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work. Wow. He's going back left. Good. Come on, Caleb. All right. See what happens.
See who they call this foul on.
It's a tough one, Robbie.
Miracles happen, but this is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's going to have to be a lot go right, and there hasn't been that much at this point. Crowds flat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got. It looks like you're right. It's Geronimo's in a boot and
Yeah.
Little in a boot.
Yeah. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah. I mean, that's
X is dressed. I can't imagine them wanting to put him in and risk tweaking before getting him to the Big Ten tournament.
well, I think due to where we're at, and I think these next 5 minutes, Robbie, are going to determine what we're going to do as far as getting other guys involved. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Robert, you got to get the best player some real playing time tonight. I think you still got a fighting chance. I mean, it might be very optimistic. You got a fighting chance. Um, but if it stays trending, yeah, you're going to need CJ Gunn and guys like Caleb to get extensive quality minutes to help them, prepare for Big Ten tournament. Yeah, they're having it. Perkins is having a game of his career.
So somebody referenced that he's from Indiana. I didn't realize that he's a kid from Indiana. Somebody in the chat referenced that. I didn't know.
Let's see.
I can click on him here.
Tony Perkins.
It says birthplace Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
So he's got some incentive.
He's playing with a chip. He's a junior. He's playing with a chip. Went to Lawrence North. He's playing with a chip. He's playing with a chip. Yeah, Andy says it seems like Iowa's getting to the basket very easily. Are you seeing that as well? No, they are. They're getting to the basket. And I talked about driving advantages. I'll mention later again, but they have the driving advantages going. We don't. Yeah, and when again, look at how they're playing us also defensively. I mean, they're just they're playing to me again a reactionary style. They're not really proactive. They're being really reactionary because we haven't really shown any aggression. We showed a lot of aggression when the game first started. We kind of got flat. Wow. Let's see what happens. Get him the ball. Dump that. Good play. I mean, to me, that should be your game plan right there, all game. I mean, have your big be ready for duck ins or just be at the rim on the weak side when Trace gets the basketball.
Well, Murray just picks up his third foul, but might be a little too late. But
yeah. Yeah, but we would have to make a lot of shots, and
we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, we haven't really made shots, and
we're saving for the end.
Yes. Well, Robbie, let's kind of take a quick break, man. We'll be right back.
Develop, grow, excel. These are the pillars of elite players my company, Attack Basketball Academy, was founded on. I am a former Indiana University Hoosier player who developed the global holistic training standard and movement used to nurture lifelong growth on and off the basketball court. Since 2011, I've helped tens of thousands of players reach their next level of success. Now you finally have the opportunity to join the holistic training movement to show your commitment to develop, grow, excel by sporting Attack Basketball Academy merch. As an ambassador of the global movement, you represent the Attack Basketball Academy core values to adopt an empowering mindset, be resilient, and pursue continuous improvement with humility. And we have more than wearable gear to choose from. We've got water bottles, notebooks, and much more for you to buy for yourself or as gifts. Shop now by scanning the QR code or typing the URL you see at the bottom of your screen. Thank you for joining our global holistic movement to develop, grow, excel.
And that's what we need to do right now. The score is 66-45 with 11-12 left in the second half. And I want to respond to a comment here. Straight Talk with Jack Graham says, after Timon and Mark, forget this one, move on and beat Michigan on Sunday. Perkins from Indy, correct. Yeah, you know, obviously you never want to show signs of let up, but at some point you do want to get your players that do not play a lot. You would love to get them some quality minutes, and I think it's a good game to do it. I don't want to kind of start talking, let's talk about next game yet, but this is going to be a tough one to win for sure.
With that foul on Murray, I'm trying to think of what is the fouls this half.
It's 10-10. I don't
That's
see
that's for the game. Yeah, that's for the game. So it is consistent for the game, but I'm just not sure what that is.
Let's see. Foul count.
But it should be interesting here because you look at Murray and then their forward, who's their third leading scorer behind Perkins, that number 0, he's got 3 fouls too.
Right.
So I mean, if we don't look, if we want to climb in this game, you got to pound it inside and see if we can get these guys out. And make them, force them to get into their bench a little bit.
Yeah, that's your only fighting chance.
Give us a fire chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, your only fighting chance right now, like you said, man, is you got to pound the ball inside. So, Andy says, from your experience, at what point during the game do you accept that a deficit is too much to overcome? Well, that's what I'm saying. You never, in honesty, you never want to express that, by clearing your bench. I think you got to fight because you never want to show give up. I'm more than certain they're over there talking because you got to think now risk management as far as coaches are concerned. But Iowa shooting lights out, right? Right now it's 69-45. We're down by 24. There will be a business decision to be had because even the coaches are sitting down flat. No one's up, right? Even Coach Woodson's up. That fight, it takes a lot out of you. Down right now by 24 points. So I don't think you can ever show or express it outwardly, but I'm more than certain there's going to be some internal talks on that bench about letting the other players play, not necessarily giving up, letting players play that typically don't play a lot. I'm hoping I answered that question for you. Robert says, let's be honest, tonight seems like IU couldn't splash a beach ball standing waist deep in the water. I remember those days, Robbie, myself. Here's the water. You throw the ball, the wind takes it over there. Back on land. I remember those days. All right. I joined that crowd, right? And it happens. And we are flat. Look at this. I'm looking in, no one's saying anything, the fans are quiet. That's a mute place right now.
Yeah. There's not a
single looks like everybody's quiet watching the game. Oh, Andy, I appreciate you for asking the questions, man, because this keeps the show engaging, right? It's like we're watching the show together, Andy, so I appreciate you. Miller Cop goes down.
Yeah, look, this is tough because we bail them out with 1 second left on the shot clock with a foul.
And also going back to that question, Andy, I talked about risk management. In other words, what just happened to Miller Cop? Is it worth keeping him in the game down 24? Not saying you gave up, not saying we're trying to lose. Is it worth extending minutes to your players like Miller, Trace, Jalen? Is it worth it? Or do they sit and now you let your bench guys go in? That's why I talk about risk management. Look what just happened. Yeah. You can drop a pin and probably hear Simon Scott Assembly Hall right now.
Right.
It looks flat. Even I can say the fans, you just nailed it, Robert. The fans, we look concerned. Look at the students. I mean, wow. And it's going to be a tough one. Even the body language on the bench, they look stoic. They don't even look into it.
Here you go, Trace.
Yeah, we got to continue to fight. Can we convert this?
Well, to your point, Charlie, you got Murray is on the bench.
Yeah.
You got, their other forward, 0 on the bench.
Right.
They're basically 2 of their top 3 scorers.
And you see who's in the game now, CJ Gunn.
Yep.
And that's what I was doing. They're letting their guys get quality minutes because good, CJ, good. Good. Way to run the floor. Yeah, see, again, they're not going to risk, those guys being in the game too long. They got a nice little comfortable lead. Let's see if we can bring some energy and chop this lead up. Off. Push it. Nothing to lose. Give it up. Tough shot. I want to see Jalen give that ball directly to Trace coming down the court like that. Another backdoor cut.
Yeah.
Another backdoor cut. Man. Yeah. My man, Straight Talk with Jack Graham, thank you so much for buying a T-shirt. You now are officially a part of the Attack Basketball family, so appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. If there's one win I got today, Robbie, he bought a T-shirt.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Straight Talk. Appreciate you, buddy, so much, man. But this has been a tough one tonight. This has been a tough one. Wow.
Hey, now, Iowa came back down
Right.
10 in like 3 minutes left to go in the game. So can it be done? It could be done, but to try and stay optimistic, but we're going to have to do some things here.
So 3 minutes and 17 seconds, we got to do it. We have to do it. You got to get it down to 10. And Jalen Hudson goes left, banks off the glass, misses it. Iowa has possession of the ball again. Right now, the score is 72-52. Iowa's up. Another foul. See, their second efforts on their offensive rebounds, we fouled the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Here's that 8-minute timeout, Robbie. While there's a commercial break and a TV timeout, I'm going to take me a break as well to get me a drink of water, man, and be right back.
Are you frustrated or burned out because you never get the playing time you want? Do you work harder and harder and invest more and more money, but your coach doesn't reward your hard work and investment with more playing time? It's time you get the playing time you deserve. Unlock your potential and accelerate your basketball development with the Attack Basketball Academy Training Vault. You get exclusive online access to over 130 videos and 10 basketball playlist categories and 3 online 8-week courses designed for you to work at your own pace no matter what your level. The tight ball handlers course to take your dribbling game to the next level. The high percentage finisher course to teach you when to use the most important finishes, making you a beast at the rim. The consistent sharpshooter course to ensure you confidently knock down shots in every game. And new content is added to the Training Vault every 2 weeks. I developed the Training Vault for my global holistic training standard and straightforward develop, grow, excel system to empower you to develop the elite skills and mindset to never be frustrated or burned out again. Simply scan the QR code or type the URL at the bottom of your screen to learn more. It's time you enjoy more playing time.
All right, Robbie. 72-52. 7 minutes and 56 seconds left. It looks like, again, that risk management program I talked about about getting your bench guys in. CJ Gunn's in. I wonder who you go to next. I mean, because Tamar Bates hadn't been in. I
They
think
just brought Galloway back in before the
yeah. I haven't seen Tamar. You know that man. Rotations. It's just interesting. Very, very interesting on rotations. Very interesting.
So, Andy, good question as far as do you think you can get this down for 10 and by the 4-minute mark? The tough thing for that we would have to have some significant pressure on defense because Iowa's not going to accelerate their offense. They're going to burn the clock.
Right.
And so could we get there? The way we're playing right now, the answer is no.
Yeah.
But it could happen. It'd be interesting to see if we can get a basket and then start the pressure like we did coming out of the halftime. We got some quick baskets there. It's possible, but
yeah. I mean, you said it. I mean, it's possible, and there's nothing to add to what you just said. And just again to kind of to just kind of stay on your point. We have to play with a sense of urgency, and we have to press the ball. And I mean, who cares about fouls right now? I mean, you got to go for ball and play, full court pressure defense. And I haven't seen us really do that. I don't know if that's going to be a game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Well, at least we started on time with this game.
That's right.
We started on time. That's another win. I'm trying to find positives. Robert says this IU team isn't built to come back from these big deficits. The shooters just aren't there. Well, yeah, and I think the shooters aren't there tonight. If you don't mind me kind of adding to your sense, because we've shown the ability to knock down shots. Is that we don't really have a sink or flow of inside out play, and we haven't had really good looks. Yeah, look, they're just talking about they're cutting us up, man. All those cuts they just showed. Tony Perkins has 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. He may have a triple-double. Yeah.
This last possession is one of those where we got to stop.
Yep.
Call that getting a stop, I guess.
No, it's it. You got it.
We come down and we don't convert. So in order to get it down to 10, we're going to have to convert on every one of these possessions.
Yep.
So, and here's Iowa. They're going to use the clock.
They're going to bleed it. You said it earlier. They're going to bleed the clock.
The key here is not to foul because you're getting down to the lower 10 seconds. Man. Inside out, which is what we've been calling for.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yep. Robert, they put some points up, man. They averaged 90 at home. They averaged 90 points at home. They put points up. Right now, they're 10 plus better on the road. I mean, they average 65 on the road, man. They're doing, I mean, wow. Yeah, I see in the next minute or two, I see.
One of the things I'll always struggle with, and obviously, you and I played at the collegiate level, you played beyond that, is look, Gunn bumps into a guy. This game's been super physical.
Exactly.
I don't understand that call. I mean, look, I get it, but I just don't get it.
I get it. I hear you.
It's so frustrating.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Especially when the game is somewhat out of reach.
Yeah. We got it down here to Davis is putting on a clinic offensively anyway.
Yeah.
if we get somebody to help him with an outside shot and open things up a little bit. But we're down under 6 minutes now, which is going to be tough.
Yeah, tough. They're going to spread us out, bleed the clock, get it down to about 7 and go.
Right.
It's tough, CJ. Yeah. Tough. Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
They missed quite a few free throws.
Yeah, they have. Look at it real quick. But in order to come back here, you got to, every possession's
Critical.
critical.
Critical. And we're not coming down scoring. Even though these seemingly are high percentage shots, I mean, it's been one shot and a rebound.
They're 10 of 17, Charlie.
Free throws, right?
That's 59%.
A point. They have not shot free throws well. Yeah, Robert, what's the old rule? Get it on the 10-minute mark. We missed that. We actually 10 to me, get on the 10 with 5 minutes to go as well. We missed that mark. I mean, it's just tough. It's real tough. That must be Tony Perkins' family.
Yeah.
They keep showing. Yeah.
Hey, look, is if you want to look for a bright spot in this game, Davis is at 26 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and a block. I mean, he just needs help.
He needs some help tonight. Yeah. Yep. That means you got 22 points out of Robbie, another cut. Another backdoor cut, Robbie.
Right.
That you got 22 points out of 10 guys, roughly. That's a charge. Oh, wow. I was going to say they're going to charge on that one. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this is the time now you need to clear your bench. Straight Talk with Jack Graham says, so Charlie and Robbie, is a loss just a loss? It's how it will go down. But a blowout like this, can you just forget it? I guess we'll see you on Sunday. No, you can't forget it. I mean, we can. This is not going to go very well tonight, especially on a Tuesday. This is not going to go over well. It looks like we didn't come in ready to play. Just bleed it, shot.
It's just
yeah. Clear the bench. Clear the bench. Ooh. 21-point game. Iowa 79, Indiana 58. That's a heat check. Block? Okay, ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good call for the young one. Here's that 4-minute timeout, Mark. Yeah, we just I don't know. I it just looks like again, I would not want to be in that locker room. You just beat Purdue. You come home. You have a day off or so, and now you lay an egg against Iowa. And on to me, on plays that were made, you're not going to stop everything. And please understand that, Robbie. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But the backdoor cuts, not being in position, getting lost early, establishing your switching communication, that to me is where that started. That's where it started. Earlier on. These are collegiate players. Everyone can make a shot. But when I think you give Iowa a chip as far as anyone coming to Assembly Hall and embarrass us after we just beat Purdue. That's going to be tough. Fred says, will there be another Challenger podcast on Sunday? Yes, that's the last one. That'll be the last one for regular season play. Let me go here real quick. Yes, March 5th at 3:30 my time, 4:30 yours. So,
when's the Big Ten tournament start? Is that a week from?
A week. Yes, the 9th, 8th. So
Thursday.
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. And if all things being equal, if we finish out, we'll have a bye. We'll have a bye, which I think that'll be really good. Hopefully that's a big confidence booster for them because they've earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Woody might be channeling a little RMK in his own way. I think that's just a disappointment into the way he came out and played. Hats off to Iowa. They came out. They had a great game plan, as you can tell. And they took it to us offensively. I mean, the majority of their scoring opportunities outside of their red hot start from threes was just penetrating and getting backdoor cuts and layups and second chance points.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job of bleeding the shot clock, and they got quality looks 5 seconds and down on the shot clock. They got quality looks. Yeah, Coach Wilson looks mum right now, man. He got a tech. Uh-oh. Got caught saying some choice words. Yeah, he got a tech. Yeah, it's just frustration. You know how they go.
Yeah.
Look, they missed another free throw, Robbie.
I know. I saw that.
Jeez. It looks like us on the road somewhere. Shooting lights out, missing free throws. Good. I want to see Jalen. I want to see who else can they put in right now. I'm looking at the bench.
I don't know that there is because we're
Lamar. No, yeah. Nah. Yeah. They got X over there.
I can't fathom that they would let him in there to.
Yeah.
Unless he's practicing him. If he's practicing,
Yeah.
maybe get out there and just give him a little bit of. But here, this is interesting. You got 80 to 60, 3 minutes left, and you still got Murray in there.
Yep. They're trying to make a statement, brother.
Yep.
That's what that means. It's a statement.
And there's no one coming in for him, so he's going to keep playing.
Fred, we appreciate you.
They got all their starters still in there.
Yes. Yes, they are. This is a statement for them. Hey, Fred, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, and we will get the next one. Tough shot. That's a foul. Can't knee the guy.
The current foul total, 19 for IU, 13 for Iowa. You can't tell me that. I mean, Woodson may have a little bit of a legit complaint.
No, and I hear you, Robbie, but I really haven't. I mean, just in my observation, I don't think we've done anything like getting downhill and creating foul opportunities much in this game. That's good. Good. Yeah, I think another minute you might get somebody else coming in. Give him a shot. Yeah. X makes Law says X makes a difference in this game. Maybe not the 20-point difference high, but threes, some speed lacking on D. Yeah, but he hadn't played. So I don't know how much difference he would make. Because again, practice conditioning is not game conditioning, especially in a game like this where now you need to play with a system, so you don't want to re-aggravate an injury. He just came over. This is not worth the risk to me. Yeah, this pressing, we should have been pressing a long time ago. Yeah. Of course, I know you know that. And if Xavier's healthy, Xavier's in the game. Wow, Robbie. Oh, backdoor cut, wide open miss layup.
Right.
Yeah, X is in the game, possibly the first half, probably the first, second sub off the bench. Yeah, this was a tough one for sure. Yeah, now they decide to clear the bench. It says people want this team to be more than it is. It's wildly inconsistent. They are Final Four potential. But man, they have some issues with the consistency. They can do it. But man, this is frustrating. Yes, I'm with you. I agree. You didn't say anything wrong. I think every team has potential. Even what we're doing. It said, you have to be ready for another team's best after coming off of a game like Purdue. You have to be ready for it. You know it's coming. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, Bates has. Tamore's been playing great. I'm surprised he didn't get a turning call on that.
Right.
On the kiss. I'm surprised he didn't get a turning call. Oh, he got it.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
I was going to say, there's no way. There's no way he's not calling time on that. Yeah.
My sister texted me. She's like, it'd be interesting to watch the handshake between the coaches after the game.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
I think it
was definitely a statement from McCaffrey not taking out his starters.
Right.
Yeah. And, he can be a little hot-headed.
So now this is my whole point. Malik just drives and they call a foul that blows me away.
Wait, that's exactly. That reach in right there was not enough to stop
Somebody
momentum.
somebody looked up and was like, okay, the foul differential is so
Right.
wild. We're going to even it up so the end sheet looks like it's
Right.
consistent. I mean, it's just,
Right.
I mean, the game's out of hand, but
Yeah. Yeah. This was not a pretty
Not-
game.
no, not tonight.
We should have been doing this 10+ minute mark. You got enough guys on the bench. You got enough bodies for 1 or 2 fouls here or there to give you some relief. Goodness gracious. Everyone is in threes.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yeah.
Tough to watch.
Yeah. Alan, all good, man. He said, sorry I had to close tonight, so I couldn't turn you guys on until I caught up. Be all good, man. It's all good. Appreciate you joining us. And hasn't been a pretty one, but chiming in with you all, my great friend Robbie Eggers, man, this is always a blast for me. So there's always a win in the end. It's always a win, but yet we definitely want to see our guys in Crimson Cream and Simon Scott Assembly Hall win.
So here we are. They're dribble it out. I want to see the handshake here. Cordial.
Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah, very. Yeah, very. Let's go, boy. We got us Sunday. Can't wait for the stream. Love you guys. Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Robbie Eggers, thank you.
Yes.
Always
thanks for the invite, man. Appreciate you.
appreciate you.
having me
Thanks for
on.
being available. And we'll run this back on Sunday versus Michigan. Y'all have a good one. See you later. Keep attacking.